Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ruscio, and I'm here with David, and he's had some nice results lately, and I asked him if he'd be willing to. Actually, he was kind of looking forward to doing one of these conversations. One of the first things you said when you first came in was, "I'm looking forward to doing one of those cool conversations with you." So here you are on the other end, only a few months later. Can you tell people kind of what some of the things that you were dealing with when you first came in were?
Yeah, when I first came in, I was experiencing chronic delayed pressure urticaria, which is basically what the medical community uses to call chronic hives. So I was getting swelling, um, definitely anywhere where I applied pressure, and then I would just be getting random hives every day when I woke up, like my body was trying to detox something throughout the night, and then when I woke up, I would be swollen. And then that, along with my sleep was very interrupted, um, tired throughout the day, feelings of low testosterone, and yeah, basically that was kind of what I was experiencing.
And so we had a few different things that we were kind of trying to work through, and I want to come back to what we were thinking in terms of diagnoses and how all that played out. But can you get people, for people who are just wondering at the bottom line, like how you're feeling now, can you kind of give us a snapshot of how you're doing currently?
Yeah, I would say I'm feeling 95% better. Last time we spoke over Skype, I was telling you that I had been kind of tracking how many days I had without swelling consecutively, and I got to about 40 or 45 and just called it good,
Yeah.
called it quits. So
So I was super happy to hear that. Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
so I don't know exactly if I'm in remission yet. This is an autoimmune thing that I've been through twice before in my life. So I'm not exactly sure where it is um, along those lines, but I feel great. Energy is back up, sleeping good, sleeping all throughout the night, not waking up and feeling like I need to pee or anything like that.
Sure.
Um, and the skin issues are gone. Not having the swelling, no hives. So yeah, feeling awesome.
Yeah, overall, I think you've done really well. And you mentioned autoimmune, which urticaria does. Some people are putting it in the autoimmune box. Not everyone, but certainly I think that makes a lot of sense. And some of this seemed to kind of onset post-viral because you had a viral issue before this all started. And one of the things that people have heard me say before is viruses are known to initiate or propagate or worsen autoimmunity. And so that may have been what happened in your case. And that's kind of a good segue to some of the stuff that we did. We found a minor bacterial imbalance in the gut, not small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, just kind of one of these bacteria that's maybe pathogenic. And you look at this and you say, well, depending on if the person this bacteria presents in is not feeling well, we might want to address it. If they're perfectly healthy, we can probably let it alone. So in your case, you did a little bit of work with like low dose antimicrobials to help clear that guy out. We did a short course of antiviral therapy, especially based upon the viral issue you had shortly before coming into the office, and based upon some of your blood work findings. And those seem to be marginally helpful. The gut, I would say maybe we got about 30% improvement from doing work with the gut. The
Yeah,
antivirals didn't seem to really yield a whole lot of change. But the thing that I found was most interesting was one of the final things that we found when we kind of went back and opened up our scope a little bit. We did find quite a bit of iron overload. And I think you were probably consuming too much red meat, and you were also using a cast iron pan. And so I think, not to say that red meat is bad, but I think you were consuming too much of it for your own genetics per se, and your iron levels were starting to accumulate in the blood. So we did a low iron diet for a short period of time, and some natural agents that can help chelate and bind and clear out iron. And that, I think, got you that last kind of 70% of improvement, because that really seemed to be when you turned the corner.
yeah, yeah. Basically, with the low iron diet, I was maybe doing red meat once or twice a week now instead of making red meat my staple protein, and I did switch to more fish and chicken.
Right. So in your case, nothing incredibly exotic, but certainly important piece where we just needed to figure out the dietary piece, and we'll continue to monitor you. But I anticipate that we'll over the next several months figure out what your tolerable